right. We are here and we're streaming. I need to work on music. I wanted to stream earlier and then I didn't. I ate a bunch of food and then I felt too full to do anything and then I did nothing all day. And then now here I am and I'm going to be productive and I'm going to make myself feel better by having had done things. And so we're going to do that. So what are we going to do today? We are going to work on this album I'm working on. And that means if you've been tuning into the stream, I don't know, at all in the past like month, it's just going to be more of the same shit that I've been doing probably. Should be fun. Yeah. I need to pull up some feedback because friend of the stream, Nonkalonk, he gave me some feedback on the song that I definitely agreed with. Here, we'll just play this. The premise of brains trembling with anticipation just makes me really uncomfortable. I'm not a fan of So yeah, he said this sound here it's not really super audible, I guess. It's kind of like unclear. It's also not a great sound, frankly. I found a lot of the music that I used to make, I would put vocoders on literally everything. Like all the sound design comes from vocoders, and it doesn't sound that great when you do that. Frankly, like I feel like putting vocoders on a sound, it makes it sound inherently like lower fidelity because I guess the Ableton vocoder is like, a 40 band vocoder. So you're reconstructing a sound using 40 bandpass filters. It's going to fuck with the phase of the sound. It's going to smear the phase a little bit, and it's just like not going to be able to be as like high quality as it normally would be if it didn't have a vocoder on it. So I feel like all of these sound design techniques that I use in these songs from way back when, I end up coming back to when I try to fix the song later in the future. I end up just trying to work around removing all the vocoding that I put on it in the first place. Everything is music, music is air, air is wiggly, everything is wiggly. Very, very true. Well, music, I was about to argue that air by itself isn't music, it's the movement of the air. But I did say everything is music, and also silence is part of music, and so everything's music. Fuck it. Okay, I want to try to put. I'm thinking we need just better glitchy fucking things, like these guys. Like that kind of timbre texture stuff. Pretty good. So we'll put that here. We'll put that here. But yeah, on the topic of everything being music, I highly, highly recommend going for a walk in nature and just like try to hear everything, Like listen to what does the sound of your footsteps sound like? What leaves are crunching underneath it or whatever, the soil, all of that. And then try to think about the sound of the echo or the reverb from your footstep splashing against the ground and the like fauna and shit around you. Like really pay attention to everything, and then pay attention to the birds, pay attention to the leaves rustling above your head, traffic off in the distance, and like try to observe and take in every single input of sound at the same time. It's like impossible. There's actually so much information going on that it's like overwhelming, but you're you're not always aware of it, and it's a very trippy, cool experience. And I would say it's very musical. There's music happening around you all the time that we're just not always aware of, you know? Like music with depth to it, you know? Like this kind of music that I'm making here, I'm like, ah, yes, it's deep because it's complex in terms of sound design, and I can decompose all the sound design parts, right? But like you go walk in nature and you just like take in the music that's being made there, and it's also extremely deep in terms of the acoustics and how things are reflecting around you. And you know, like if a bird is making a super crazy sound that sounds kind of like an FM synth, you can think about what's going on in the bird to make it like physically produce that sound, and how it's evolved over, you know, millions of years to be able to make that sound to attract other mates and shit. There's endless depth everywhere in all music. Do I ever make SNES styled chip tunes? No, not really. Sometimes I'll like play around with some components of that kind of sound, you know, like heavy redux or whatever, and like mix it with other things, but not particularly, no. Okay, I want we want an arpeggiator here. I'm gonna lie, my next idea for a Max for Live device is gonna be a granular FFT type of tool. Luckily my sequencer is finally really good alpha stage now, so time to learn more and more. Nice. Yeah, no, that learning Max for Live, super cool. It teaches you a lot. Just about fundamentals of sound and whatnot. So we want some shit like that, and then let's get a spectral time. And then the spectral time, let's just grab a, do we want to do a spell? Yeah, fuck it. We're going to grab a spell book. And we'll grab a spell book. And then this guy, I'm going to apply to tilt and fuck it. These guys too. And this guy. Why not? And we'll make that kind of like that, and that kind of like that, and that kind of like that, and then we'll do a little bit of this. So, I mean, it's kind of cool. It is missing. The phase smearing is kind of annoying, I gotta say. So let's grab, let's get our disperser rack, maybe. And let's put like disperser on it to apply, you know, fuck it, more phase smearing. This spellbook, this guy right here, and why? I don't know, I made like five different YouTube videos just talking about specifically crazy shit you can do with a spellbook. Mostly, the coolest thing about this is it's just an LFO multi-mapper, right? It's a fancy, funny shape LFO multi-mapper, but you can make it sync to the grid, and so you can create random sounds that are deterministic. So the pseudo-random effect aspect of it makes it really, really useful for diving in and out of complete randomness, random sound design, and really intentional, deliberate, slow sound design. This is a bridge in between the two. So using like deterministic, seed-based random algorithms, that kind of thing. I mean, I don't know. This is pretty stupid, but let's just bounce this. Why not? And then, I'll just take this. I don't really know what I'm doing here. I'm just trying to make new sounds. And then we'll take you. Your little brother didn't understand what it does. The spellbook? You did, though. Oh. Well, you're better than your brother. It's official. Let's EQ a... I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. This is stupid. And then let's get a XYZ and... Let's turn off the stupid hat. And then, oh, I want this guy to look better. Yes. This is the character. Okay. And then let's make this sound. Yeah, that kind of thing is cool. So we'll take that. And then I don't know what I'm doing, man. This is a massive waste of time. It doesn't actually sound that great. Let's make it that. No, right now it's just the head. I'm not gonna add a torso and legs and whatnot. Because if I do, then I would want to also add like the ability to change the size of your chest, which would change like how all of the reverb cues work. Or like if I give them legs and a body, then I would want to also place like a ground. And then the ground would determine what the man, my brain is so slow right now. The ground would determine what the like ground reflection would be. Like this, the first reflections that bounce off of the floor also create cues that determine and tell you where it's located in the height dimension. Dude, I'm so fucking stupid. I drank a little bit like 2 days ago, and was very hungover yesterday, and I'm still just not functioning like nearly as well as I should. I literally just cannot. I just can't drink. It's just the repercussions are just fucking terrible. It sucks getting old, man. also the Knockalong pointed out, which I'm surprised I didn't even hear this. The sidechain pumping on the drum fills awful. Where? Here? You can hear the snare sidechain on it, like, so aggressively. It's terrible. So... I guess I would just, honestly, I'm just going to group both of these compressors. That's better. Maybe it's the gate. No, you really can't. Complex mode just sounds so fucking bad when stretched. What can we do? That kinda is better. Maybe. I were to make a music video, I don't know. I'm not a music video person. I'm not a visual arts person. I mean, there's definitely like, I don't know. There's fish or whales involved in some form or manner, right? So there's something going on there. Make it watery. Just I don't know. I don't have an answer. We got a lot of different delays. It's weird. Welcome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I'm like realizing there's layers in this that suck. Like for the past however many years I've been working on this song, I've just never like really considered cleaning this up. And there's like multiple sections where I have two different loops that were just like overlaying each other in weird ways. Like this, oh god. Like this guy and this guy aren't being phase aligned and it sounds like ass and whatnot. Just shit like that. I just have not noticed until I like really locked in, so. Right there. What the fuck is that? I think it's the result, honestly, of it just not being quantized. I know everyone's like, dude, don't quantize your drums, man. It takes out the life, man. It doesn't have any soul. You don't want to remove the soul, but the soul fucking sucks. We need to get rid of it, dude. Maybe we'll have made that bassy Reese on the second 8 bars instead of on the... I mean, I'm probably not gonna do that because I'm done making creative decisions on the song, but we'll try it out for a second. Maybe we can like where's the big guy? Just like open a filter on it or something. Is that kind of what you're talking about? We could be cheeky, and then after 8 bars, oh wait, no. Make it have a shit ton of high end or something. I want this guy to come in. I want it to be a tiny itty bitty little thing that then enters. Right now it's coming in too big. It's coming in too hot, you know? So we're just gonna close up the width. Or open up the width, I suppose. Something like maybe like that, and then give it a high resonance. Kinda cool. The resonance sounds bad, but I like the premise. Maybe then we just also 50 dry wet it. Okay. What if we just be stupid with the resonance, but then we close it? That sounds fucking sick, actually. Now I want to make it really loud because I like how it sounds right now, even though maybe that's not the right decision. Because I'm just biased, because I'm like, I just made the sound cool. Let's turn it the fuck up. And I might just undo that later. This sound sucks. I swear I made it sound good at one point, and then I, like, overmixed it and made it bad. Fuck it, make it bubbles. I think you're right. What I had, so I used to have a shit ton of delay on it, and it sounded better, but I didn't like how the delay sounded, so I removed all the delay, or most of it. And now it sounds too dry, so maybe it was better with the delay, and maybe I have to solve it in a different way. Okay, and my CPU is upset. The CPU is very upset. He's not having a good time, man. Can we get a look at our CPU stat thing, please? Why? I'm gonna complain about it every time, but the fact that they made it such that you have to look at your performance impact by going through the menu over here is the fucking worst. Okay, I understand you're not having fun. Okay, I'm trying to solve the fucking issue. Okay. Okay, this guy here is just really upset. Let's just freeze you. It's kind of weird that it just jumped to 65%, like, instantaneously, and then it slowed the fuck down. I don't know. Don't know. But, yeah, I like the atmosphere in the song. I like the vibe. It's a pretty cool vibe. I kind of set myself up for failure in a lot of different ways when I started the song. Just in particular using certain sound design techniques to make the stuff. It's just taking a really long time to mix down. Also, the song's in D sharp minor. Like, so making this sound good on most sound systems is fucking terrible. You said there's a pretty long delay between the comments and when they show up on the stream. You said that in a private message to me. You can, fun fact everyone, all you YouTube people, if you go to playback speed, this is a secret for when you're watching anyone on YouTube. YouTube, for whatever reason, is like by default, like 20 seconds behind. So you can go here and then hit ×2. And even though it says, oh, I'm like pretty much at the front of the stream or whatever, you can set it to ×2. And then it'll catch up to the actual
This is a secret
speed.
when you're watching anyone on YouTube. YouTube, for whatever reason,
So it's sped up right now and it's catching up. So like by default, it's like far behind, right? And then you set it to ×2 and then it'll go into the secret, top secret, like time area, and then it'll get closer. Yeah, see, now it's caught up, and now it's not that far behind at all. It's only like 5 seconds behind me or whatever. But normally it's like fucking bad. What's the bass fundamental for D sharp minor? D sharp? I mean, like frequency. It's like 30, 35, no, 30, 36 hertz, something like that. I think like 37, 36 probably, because F is 44. E is like 40. We can find out. Right. It's I can't look, man. It's too difficult. Life is hard. Oh, it's like 30, 38, 37. It's not that bad. I've just noticed when playing it at Renegades and stuff, if I I don't know, just like on the system that I played it on, it just could not reproduce below 40 hertz, and it just like kind of sounded like shit. I've since changed it by adding even harmonics, so you can see now, like in this section, I'm using roar and I'm pumping the dry wet. And what that's doing is I'm basically adding even harmonics, but only to the beginning envelope. Right? So that should make basically the beginning envelope sound more audible on most stuff. Why does D sharp minor sound bad? Because bass subwoofers are, due to, I don't know, geometry or some shit, acoustics, they can most easily reproduce frequencies at around 44 hertz, which is F, and they have a sharp fall off like right afterwards. So some speakers, like really, really good ones, can like cleanly reproduce like down to like C, which is like 30 hertz. Like I have Barefoots, and these can reproduce down to 30 hertz, but even at 30 hertz, you don't hear it anymore. You just kind of feel it at that point. So I would say like 44 hertz F is like right around the cusp, around when you can like both feel it really strongly in your chest and also you can hear it. And then also sound systems start to fall off right there. So that's why every fucking dubstep song is like in F minor, right? I decided to be quirky and make things fucking difficult for myself, and so it's a D sharp minor. Change this guy here. Yeah, I agree with you there. The transition right now kind of sucks. You ever like hear something in the song, you're like, it doesn't quite sound good, but you like don't work on it because you think you can convince yourself that it will sound good without you doing anything later? Like, I've always been aware that transition kind of sucks. But like, I just kind of keep hoping no one will ever notice that it sucks, you know? So right now I'm changing the pseudo random seed on our filter. this guy. Oh yeah, I wanted to also sidechain input this from, it's called New Droney Thing is this group. For me, it kind of feels like an itch. I can only ignore things. Yeah, it does feel kind of like an itch. It's not something that, like, I'm not 100% aware of it, you know? Like, I feel something kind of pulling at my senses, saying that doesn't sound quite right. But I ignore it. I like delude myself because I don't want there to be a thing. It's like not big enough for me to like fully pay attention to, even though I know it's there. It's a weird feeling. Basically, it's cope. This is just copium. It's like maybe I can just ignore it and it sounds good. I want this, how do I do this? Maybe, no, that's stupid actually. Because the envelope is actually large the entire time, but I want it to just pump a little bit. So we're just gonna make, oh, you're just gonna do that, frankly. That's all you're gonna do. Except it's some shit. Oh, no, please. It's something like this, yeah. And this guy... How do we make this not suck as much? I feel like it used to not sound that bad. This thing, I mean, I was hearing it, but I've been listening to these fuckers for the longest time. Not all the time is it audible, but there's certain points where the tailing reverb delay from the wub is like overlaying onto the beginning of the start of the next wub, and I just wasn't a fan of it, so I wanted to add that. It's not like the most obvious thing, but I don't know. Please, dude. Oh man, I'm gonna freak out. Okay, wait, we already didn't we collapse something? What? Right, it's because I'm twisting these fucking knobs. Okay. Yeah, why is it 93% instantaneously? Maybe it's like, maybe the first like 5 minutes of audio it just immediately jumps to, and then it considers this last section right here where there's actually audio playing. That's the remaining like 7% or whatever of the thing. Okay, I feel like some of this is good and some of that sucks horribly. Look at these waveforms, man. I feel like I can put this guy here and fucking merge that and make you shut up. Why are you? It's like kind of what I want, but not quite. Should I saturate the already distorted to hell thing? That's what that's coming from. I didn't even realize that, dude. Okay, so that's coming from this guy, probably. So this guy... That's super annoying. It's clicking, because the ramp-up LFO is clicking. And then it's creating that like really bad delay sound when it goes into this thing. So, man, I wish there was smoothing on the old fucking auto filter. Okay, how can we deal with you? I don't think we can. I think we have to like literally just do this. No, 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 don't go back. And then maybe before we go into this giant crazy rack, or we can leave. Maybe we can leave it. Maybe we can leave it entirely. So we have this, and we just have to cut out the fucking clicks, right? Just right there. That's all. Yeah, that's all. That's all. Just a little bit of painful manual automation to remove the bad stuff. Yeah? Now everyone's happy. Why does this look different? I didn't copy paste this right. There we go. Now you can't really hear the whole thing. It's a crazy sound. Alright, well that's shit in itself. I made some changes. What else? Oh, yeah, we want to do a reverse tail thing, probably. maybe I can fix this with just an auto filter on the EQ or on the delay send, because we have. I think this sounds like a. No, maybe that's not it. I don't know, man. Did I somehow make this sound like shit? I did. I don't know what I did. What happened to you? Okay, bud. All right. I'm gonna freak out. You know what? You know what? After getting screamed at by my computer 6 times in a row, I think that is a cue for me to switch songs. Let's switch songs and move on. Let's work on this one. This one's fun. This one's a hoot. And I think this upcoming song is mixed very well. I did decide on the other night, I need to add a bunch of stuff to the intro. So this next song, like, I think on a technical level is really, really good, but compositionally just needs more stuff in the beginning, which is unfortunate because I'm basically done with the mix and master, I think, of the song, but I'm going to add a bunch of shit, which is going to lead to it not being done and lead to me having to mix and master it all over again, and I'm gonna freak out. So that's exciting. We have that to look forward to. Oh boy. Really fun. Oh, and I don't think I responded, but you said the melody in the back was nice. That was all with the Osmos, with my synthesizer. I think we can turn on this guy in the meantime. This guy, yeah. Okay, now we're playing other things from this. Come on, please load. Please load. Okay, we are here. Here we go. I feel like I gotta add a little bit more to the drums. Just a little bit. They sound to me like a little bit too electronic. Like I'm trying too hard to make them not sound electronic, you know? But you can still hear that they are, right? Maybe this. Like that, but this guy has too many lows. Wobble risers would be cool. There are a lot of wobble risers later on. Hello, you did not go on the correct one. That guy. do this again, but we want even harmonics, so let's do sinefold. Is that not... What do we want to do? Wave... I think the only even harmonics we can do with Saturator is Sinoid Fold and Wave Shaper. Is that correct? That's so stupid. Cool. And then, oh, that's cool. Wait, color curve. How do we... Can I not turn you... I want to make you into a fucking... Okay, we're using Roar. Roar is literally just a better saturator in every single way. Every single way. Okay, so let's just make you single band, and then let's make you half wave rectifier. And then also... Right? That's fun. We can make it pre. Okay, so let's do post. Let's do that to this also. I want that. It's supposed to go meow. Maybe if I had a sample, I do have a sample of a guy hyperventilating. He's right here. That's totally a dude hyperventilating right there. Okay, I'm going crazy. Where's the thing? You gotta go. You're just gonna do that. Thank you. Just every time. Strangle the asthmatic type beat. That phrase rolls off the tongue way too nicely. That's concerning. Why are you so filtered? It shouldn't be that quiet, no. Ace wants to get feedback, and he is too afraid to directly ask in the chat, but that's okay. That's okay. All right. Ace posted some feedback for a song in the Discord. We'll listen to this and see what we think. Oh yeah, I also listened to Lucas's thing earlier. I don't really have feedback for it though. I just kind of vibed for a second. Okay, let's see this. And Lemon King showing up. Cool. Some of the stuff sounds too quiet, I think. We need louder central elements when the drop. No, it's fine. It's just really, it's just a very dynamic, kind of crazy song. But these guys, let me open up my spectrogram a little bit more. A little bit too resonant right there. Right there, just a bit too resonant. I mean, I know the resonant sounds, so it's going to be a pain in the ass to deal with, but some soothe or spectral compressor, or even just an EQ, just bumping down that like 400 hertz region. Okay, Lemon, I'm not going to read that until after. I don't want it to color my opinion. It's a little busy, I think. I think mix is fine, other than a resonant thing. Like... Maybe something you could play around with is like collapsing width, because like it feels pretty busy at points, largely because it's super wide and there's sounds everywhere. So like something you could do to simplify it without actually simplifying or removing elements would just be like at the end of phrases, like right there as it like built to that like downbeat, and then you didn't have a kick drum, right? Like that, whatever, the start of the next 16 bars or whatever, you could like collapse width on your master just for a moment and then it expands back out. That could be cool. Stuff like that to just like keep it a little bit more directive or directed, having more clear of a direction in phrases and whatnot. That's just an idea. You can play with width, I think a little bit. Yeah. I think some of the percussion might be a little bit too loud in the high end. Yeah, I think the highs are a little bit too loud. Not terribly so, but just like a high shelf EQ and like knock down like 2 or 3 dB above. I want to say, how high is that? Yeah, above 5 kilohertz. I think on most of your percussion. Just like on your on all the tambourine and the hats and stuff like that. I think you could just like lower that, or just lower the volume of them a little bit. It's not like terrible, but it could be improved. Yeah, the tambourine's kind of loud now, I'm thinking. This part's fucking sick. I'm gonna wind it back for a second, but there's a lot of really cool stuff happening and really cool call and response. But there's this like pad. There's this like super reverbed out pad vocally sounding thing that's really far in the background that's playing the whole time. and it makes it kind of hard to follow the really cool call and response, you know, this thing, then that thing, then that thing, then that thing you're doing. I think you could simplify this version, this part of the song just a little bit by making it a little bit more dry by removing that background thing. So okay, right. So there's this bong, bong kind of thing that keeps echoing out, and it sounds good the first time, and then it should just echo out, but it keeps coming back in and then populating and filling the thing out. I think I would try, maybe this wouldn't sound good, I don't know. I would try removing it so it only like plays on the downbeat in the beginning, the melodic, really wet reverb thing, and then just do your cool bass call and response and stuff. So it's just, you know, like the big drop comes and then here's the splash, and then, you know, that's splashing out over your head while all the other crazy shit happens. Whereas right now it's like, here's the crazy drop, and then the thing splashes and all the crazy, oh, and it's splashing the whole time and it's going nuts, right? Like it gets kind of messy a little bit. You can simplify it really easily just by doing that, I think. Yeah, right there. I would remove the ones at like, because there's a cool like fake out drop going on there. Like it keeps kind of like building and building, and like you're not really sure when it drops until like around 110. Then it like really actually drops. Then I would remove out the extra plucks and stuff. And I think the kick drum could be fatter there. I want it to be really obvious that that's a drop, because there's it again. It's like faking out the entire time. And yeah, these are all too resonant, much too resonant, and it's just very wet overall. You could probably dial the reverb back, like just your reverb bus. You could just probably lower by 3 dB, and that would help out a lot. I'm not crazy about some of the transients and the percussion in this section. There's a lot going on. Hold on, let me try to figure out what I don't like about it. I think there's too much happening, and I think one very easy thing you could do to make too much not happen would be to make your kick drum pattern a lot more simple, because your kick drum is really clicky and has a lot of noise in it, and it's very percussive, and it's also going like boom, 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 while like 10 other things are happening at the same time. I think you could make this particular drop here, you know, this is all subjective or whatever, this is my ideas, just extremely basic, super basic bitch kick snare pattern. Just extremely basic, simple, like literally only 2 kicks every 4 bars or whatever. Just a boom, boom, that kind of thing. Because right now it's like boom, 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 boom. You know, it's going all super nuts, and it's, I think, too much happening. And also, the kick could probably sound less clicky and percussive and stuff. That's a taste thing. I like my kicks to be just like really, really sub heavy. You know, that's a me thing. Okay, at that point the kick pattern's fine, I think. Let me go back again. I don't know. Okay, so at 130 the kick pattern's fine, but like the first like 4 bars or whatever, I would not do that with the kick drums. And then furthermore, you could probably use, maybe try to change the sound of the kick a little bit. It would make some of it less egregious. Like the kicks I always like to use just like this. There's like no click, there's no noise on it. That's a me thing. It would change the sound of your song, so maybe just ignore that, but it's very wide. I think having, again, playing with width, collapse the width or whatever, and then on the downbeat, there's a big thing right in the center, and then it expands back out. That kind of thing would be cool, because right now it's just wide the whole time, which makes it not sound as cool. You know, you want dichotomy. Yeah, too many kick drums, in my opinion. I would make the big like chord bass sound. This is a crazy sound. I would make that a lot more mono. This is also like super wide. Yeah, I'm just not crazy about the kick. I think the percussion is kind of distracting here. I don't know. Yeah, the swingy hat is like kind of loud in the mix. At this point, I find it distracting a little bit. It doesn't feel like too loud in a like painful way, but it feels too loud in a it's distracting me from the shit that I should be paying attention to kind of way, you know? Yeah, the hat is too loud for sure. A little bit too much in the mids there when this pluck comes in. Again, like reducing the reverb a little bit will help, I think, with the mids problems, multi-band compression. Again, soothe. Put all of your melodic shit in one big group. Put soothe on it. You could even, honestly, like if I was mastering the song, I could probably master it by just putting soothe on the master and just automating the mix up every time there becomes like too many mids. To be a little like surgical about. Right here, it's a little bit too resonant, and I don't even know where. It feels too resonant, but the mini meters isn't. Yeah, definitely a little bit too resonant. Maybe, I don't know. I'm guessing it's the 120 hertz, or it's the 300 hertz. It's the combination of everything. It just pulses in volume like a little bit too much and sounds kind of muddy. Before that drop, I would maybe try to EQing out your sub bass just to build a tiny bit of tension right before the drop comes in, because I wasn't expecting that. Because you're literally slamming everyone with 30 hertz sub bass, and then a drop comes in, and so removing the 30 hertz sub bass just before, I think, would help. At this point, I'm expecting something different to happen. Okay, super, super, super cool. I like what you're doing with the last section. I feel like, and I like the like endless barrage of the chords and how it like gets really intense as like a chaotic like finale thing. I don't like the kick there. I just don't like the kick, frankly. I would just use a kick like this. Just something real, just real subby, you know? And like there's no actual like fucking high end to it. That's a me thing. Those are the kicks I like, but I think they sound the best. I think they're easiest to mix and make sound the best, especially when you have a bunch of other high end percussion. So yeah, there's a lot of watch your mids. It is my kick, but yeah. So watch the resonances. Width automation could be cool. The kick is a little bit too busy at points. I also don't like how the kick sounds in general. It's my kick, I see, with the hi-hat layered on it. All right, kill the hat. It sounds like there's erosion on it. You put erosion on that kick, you son of a bitch, didn't you? Didn't you? Anyways, I'm trying to think. Oh, and I started to get kind of tired of the thing at the very, very end. Which I think could be cleaned up. Honestly, if like the mix is made to sound really, really good, and you change out the kick drum, then I would probably be more satisfied. No, the mix is pretty good. It just needs some additional element to like come in another way, I think, towards the very end. I get a little bit bored there. That's the only like really subjective feedback I think I have about like the structure. Yeah. All right, let's see what Lemon King said. He said, I think some of the percussion are a little too low. They get kind of lost. Okay, I felt kind of the opposite. Well, depends on what percussion he's talking about. Highs and mids are really high compared to the lows. Yeah, and I also think the harmonic vibey bass, Johns, hell yeah. Nice, cool. Yeah, so that's, I don't know, that's my feedback. I hope that's useful. Synth is very temperamental to note change. Well, you don't have to change the note. I wouldn't change the note in that last section. I would just add, I don't know, bubbly sounds on top. I mean, I put bubble sounds on everything. So, you know, your equivalent of bubble sounds. But like after the thing plays for 8 or 16 bars, then the next 16 bars add a consolidated resampled version of that bass but transposed up 2 octaves with like a LFO wobbling on it or something, and then that can be sparkles in the background because it builds an intensity in another way, because right now it's kind of just doing the intense thing that it does but unchanging for like 32 bars or something. So just some additional variation. It doesn't require you to actually change the main idea, just adding other things or stripping down more stuff in the beginning such that when it gets to the end, then there's more change. I don't know. I hope that's useful. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, cool. Very cool song. It does a lot of really cool stuff. It's very pretty. I like it a lot. Yeah, no, it's super, super pretty. Very, very colorful. Yeah. Okay, what was I doing? Right, I want to figure out, I need to put like a few more things in this. A delay on the swingy part. Swingy part. Are you leaving? All right. Take care, man. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Yeah. No. I think I mixed it slightly better. I didn't really change any of the things I said I specifically needed to change, but that's fine. All right, let's move on because that song, frankly, needs like the least amount of work of all the things that I'm supposed to work on. So, yeah. Should have started streaming hours ago. It's a weird patch. It sounds like it's like a mix of like a stringed instrument and an accordion. It freaks me out a little bit because it doesn't sound like anything that could exist. Okay, project file loaded and is fucking with the synth. Okay, there's already, yeah, the Have I ever made a great new music by recording myself saying rap and looping it forever? If I did that, then I wouldn't ever stop. I wouldn't be able to stream because I'd be stuck looping it forever. It sounds like a very dangerous path to go down. Have my full permission to sample me saying rat right there and to Make whatever you please with it. If you win a Grammy with that recording, I promise not to sue you. Guaranteed. Verbal contract. It has been recorded by the YouTube overlords. That's basically legal writing. Why make this sound good? So this is the OG recording. It's not even mastered. It's just a sine wave, man. But now it sounds so bad. How do I make the sine wave sound as good as it did then? Why is it so clicky? You're so clicky, bro. What the freaking heck, man? Am I like compressing the ever-living shit out of it? I don't understand. I don't understand. Let's just make another thing outside of the group. Let's do that. Oh boy, 50%? Okay, bud. I assume the remaining 50% is all Gordon. I like the idea of what I'm doing there, but it ends up just being too jarring when it happens. It's just not... Why does it click there? It does click there. Is it because of you, perhaps? Why are you clicking? I presume it's literally just the waveform. That's right, folks. We're cutting out the most insignificant little clicks. Why? I don't get it. It's still there, kinda? Okay, I kinda removed it, but that... I don't understand. It's just baked into the sound, I guess? I don't know. Still does it, man. Why? Oh, it's happening down here now. No? Can I just do this and then pitch this up an octave? Cool. I still hear it. Oh, it's just that. I just have this playing for no reason. Are you supposed to be muted? Okay, that's enough working on that. It's close. It's almost there. It's a tricky song to work on. Mostly just because it's super dynamic, and it's very dependent on the sound of sine waves. You know, sine waves are extremely, extremely difficult to mix and master, just because, you know, when you are mastering a file, right, you're shaping the wave of your mastered waveform, right? And if your master waveform has a bunch of simple single sine wave sounds in it, well, if you're wave shaping your master, you're going to be wave shaping the sine waves, and then you're going to be adding harmonics that are unintended. So it's very difficult to make something loud and also appear to have simple, like single harmonic, you know, sine waves. Yeah, there's like no farts pretty much at all in that one. It's kind of weird. All right, let's switch to this guy. Speaking of annoying songs to mix, this one is also annoying in a very similar way, though actually it's much worse because I use a bunch of randomization to make a bunch of the sounds, whereas this one is a lot more like predictable. Also, what's up, Fortune from Within? Welcome. But yeah, I'm almost happy with that one. I don't know if I can push it to be very loud. I think it's that one's gonna have to sit at like -10, -9 LUFS. Just because I don't want to fuck with the dynamics are actually so intrinsic to the sound of that song that I'm not gonna be able to squash it, which is fine. It's just that it might not sound good next to other songs in an album format. Fuck the loudness war, dude. It's so annoying. It's so dumb. Um, we'll be able to do it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, I noticed that like, you know, I've seen like every time I saw Charles the First play live. Actually, the first time I saw him, I liked a lot. But generally, I found that a lot of his music does not translate well to a giant system, and I think the reason for that is because a lot of his music is like so sine wave heavy, you know, it's not timbrally complex. And so it's very difficult for a sound system to like properly reproduce single sine waves for a large audience without like blowing their fucking eardrums out, right? Because it's literally just like a single resonance. You're not balancing it out with anything else. And so if you master a waveform, if you master a song with sine waves into it, and then it, you know, it goes out to like a giant rig, and then that's gonna end up squashing it in a bunch of ways. And the end result is it's gonna fucking hurt, right? So like that song I'm working on there probably wouldn't sound that great on like a Function 1 system. Probably, I'm guessing. Just based on like compositionally, like what's the fuck is going on, right? But also that's not the point. That, you know, the point of that song is for like home listening and whatnot. Who knows? Maybe. Maybe it's just a skill issue. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Fuck this up, dude. What's going on? Why do you sound so bad? Why do you sound so bad? I have no idea how I mixed this originally. I've like changed it too much, and I feel like how it sounds in the original is better. It's just the guitar sounds different. was I doing there? I'm so lost, man. Oh, maybe that's the secret. Maybe we just make everything hell, like, much more mono. Guitar is super wide, actually. Hey, what's up, Max? Welcome. Yeah, I like the song a lot. It is unfortunately a fucking nightmare to mix down. The real unfortunate thing is my initial export of the song that I fell in love with basically had random modulators on like every fucking synthesizer. So it kind of just like mixed itself into a very particular way that is unobtainable and I cannot ever get back. It sounds like this. I mean, you know, it's got resonances, it's not mixed super well, but like I love the character of how the guitar and everything is mixed, and I cannot for the life of me get that exact sound back, which is okay. It's okay. You know, sometimes life is about not having the things that you once had before. I get that. But it's frustrating. But we're getting somewhere with this. Yay. Yay. I think we could kill the reverb here. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna kill the reverb and we're gonna kill the resonances on the chord right as the little kind of thing happens, you know? And then that'll make it fucking slap. Yeah. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, one of my greatest memories of playing a live show, like normally I play like, you know, bangers and stuff, and like I don't know, when the crowd really likes the music, you know, they're all hooting and hollering and dancing, and that's like fun to watch. But this song, like I have a special attachment to for whatever reason, just because like I don't know, it's a waltz, it's pretty sounding, and I just remember distinctly when this drop hit, there's the little the weird slurping sound into the super bright additive synth chords that came out. Just the whole audience just collectively like nutted at the same time. It was fucking awesome. That yeah, I try not to dwell on the nice ego moments too much, but I have fond memories of this song, and so I really want it. I want to do it justice. This is going to be the closing song on an album, I think. So. So this guy here. I think we're just going to straight up. Wait, actually, some of these can be. That guy is kind of mid, so you can go out. Bam, okay. It was really just that guy that sucked. I think everything else is fine, probably. But we can, no, let's just be extra about it. And then, yeah, it gets pretty mono here, and then it opens back up, maybe for the slurp. Maybe that's too wide for the slurp. Also, I like this sound a lot. And it's like pretty high frequency stuff. But like normally you don't want high frequency stuff to be super loud, you know, because it hurts your ears. But this is also my favorite song, or my favorite sound. Therefore, I want this shit loud as hell. I want to hurt their ears. I want to be like, listen to this sound. It's good. You know, sometimes sounds are good. I saw Autechre play who their like famous IDM duo. I don't know if you're familiar, because I know you're more in the like jazz fusion sphere of whatever music, but they do crazy IDM shit. And I got to see them live like half a year ago, and they make all their music live. They patch everything in Max MSP like live and produce everything using crazy sequencers and synths that they program themselves. It's fucking nuts. And 1 or 2 extra beats post slurp, maybe on the second time around. Like inserting a beat, or like an extra downbeat. Adding 1 or 2 extra. Gotcha. You should listen to them, and then you're gonna dislike it, and then you're gonna make yourself listen to it again, like a few days, weeks, months, years later, and then you're going to dislike it again, but you're going to be like, there's something there, and you're going to keep listening, and then eventually you're going to fall in love with it, and then it's going to be the only thing you can listen to for months on end, and normal music doesn't cut it, and then you have to wean yourself back off of it to be able to enjoy normal music again. That was my experience with it. Anyways, so when they were performing live, they're making the music live, so it's not like mixed perfectly, and there were like occasionally like these like blips and little sounds that were so high frequency, like piercing, that would like cut through the mix that like it hurt, but it hurt good, you know, because it was like a dichotomy of a bunch of like muddy, low frequency, crazy bass sounds and kick drums, and then there was just these little just like things just zapping you. It felt like my fucking skull, my brainstem was just being plucked and zapped just like every once in a while, and it hurt my ears a little bit, but it felt really good at the same time, you know? Which like normally I've never experienced painful frequencies in music, you know, shit being mixed like not right to be an enjoyable experience, you know? So like I'm wondering maybe I could take inspiration from that and push this sound at least at the impact just a bit too loud, you know? Hurt good music. Hell yeah. 3/4 the whole track, then 1 bar of 4/4. Oh, that would be that would be interesting. I'm scared to try it, but I'll try it. See, the thing is, I don't want my snares to make people blink every time, you know? But like a couple blinks, you know, I feel like getting hit with like a nice like tension build up release. I guess that's like shitty mixing. Things that are mixed too loudly are largely an issue when it's like persistent. Not always. I don't know where I'm getting at. Basically, I'm trying to justify to myself hurting people's ears with really bright sounds. Yeah. So you're saying be fucking nutso mode. How do you I know you can insert. How do you can automate this shit, I'm pretty sure. How do I automate time signature? Insert time signature change 4/4. So we can be all super crazy. And then we would want to put this guy here. No, time signature change. Back to, why'd you do that? Why'd you do that? Insert time signature change, and then this becomes 6/4. And then we need to insert and nudge this guy back over. So, and then I don't understand why Ableton's doing that. We do that. There we go. So now, okay, so it's crazy. It's nuts. Let's just take this beat and just fucking duplicate it. Crazy. We're insane. Out of our goddamn minds. So you're talking about doing it before. The idea with the time signature thing, people expect the drop to line up on the 3/4. The extra beat gives rug pulled feeling. Oh, okay. I was putting it on the drop like a big old freaking doofus idiot. But it sounds kind of interesting. No, that. I feel like you could make that work. You could do some kind of fucked up. I don't know what the music theory terminology is, where I guess like odd meters kind of do that. Like you can think of like a thing in like 7/4 or 14/8 or whatever the fuck as being like a group of like imagine I just like loop this bit here over and over and over again as like a thing. I don't know what that would be called. Anyways, all right, let's undo my big old stinking dumb idiot stupid brain thing over here, and then I guess we could just like shove that right here. Okay, I see exactly the vision. I don't even need to put any freaking things here. We'll shove that here. No, we want to shove that right here, and then slurp. The slurp go just over. You're a fucking genius, Max. Turns out you know how music works and you have good ideas. Who would have fucking seen that coming? Yo, okay, actually, that's pretty good. Fuck. I've never done that before. I don't think outside the box rhythmically that much, or like structurally. I guess I'm too DJ brained, you know? Okay, what? We want to add a little bit of... Oh, there's shit with the reverb, right. Okay, so all the automation's kind of fucked up now. Yes, because I did that. And then maybe the slurp. We can be nuts and just give it some delay. Maybe. Yeah, no, this is way cooler. It hits extra now. It's pretty good. Yeah, good rug pull. I like it. Okay, so there's a little bit more that needs to happen. The hats kind of... Maybe we should keep the hats a little bit. I gotta like extend some other elements, I think, because before would it be stupid if I no, maybe just big reverb. And then like open hat here. Let's just grab open hat. No. 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 I'm gonna grab 4 of them and then we're just gonna make one of them work. Fuck it. Or we'll layer them all together, why not? So we got this thing over here. Okay, that was not gonna do it. And then we warp, stretch out, texture, granulate. Nuts. And then you... Actually, it's kinda... It kinda, like, it granulates, so it, like, starts, like, wobbling a little bit, and then it merges into the slurp, like, really well. And then we can increase this with a shit ton of feedback. Ooh, and then let's auto filter. Let's do a high pass sweep on this guy so it goes up. And then maybe full reverb, turn it down. And then furthermore, I don't know. I'm getting way too locked into this tiny little moment. But it's an important moment, so I think it's good to get locked in here. We're just manually creating envelopes. Okay, let's run back for a second. You have to pack, move in house soon. Oh, that's exciting or annoying, depending on whatever your circumstances are, but I hope it's exciting. Yeah. Thanks for stopping by and just giving me wisdom to make my song better and then leaving. I appreciate it. Yeah. We should definitely chat again soon. It's basically the most important moment in this. It is, yeah, absolutely. Like, you made the song like 30% better. maybe that's an exaggeration, but like substantially better because you made the most important and best moment in the song even better, like considerably so. So that's a good thing to add to the arsenal. I really never do the like fake out drop kind of stuff that much at all. And I feel like it works like especially well for whatever reason because we're in 3/4. I don't know how to articulate exactly why, but like I don't know, 3/4 gives that kind of like swimming feeling. You know, you got the kind of underwater level kind of thing. And like you're just like kind of swimming and then you just like kind of float for a little bit and then it comes back in. As opposed to, I don't know, 4/4 is just like, oh, you tricked me. It's you moved it over a bar. This one it makes more sense, I feel like. I don't know. Anyways, I'll stop yapping, but yeah, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it, man. Yeah. Yeah, the song has a lot of issues, but I think we're getting there. This is a weird one to mix because I mean I'm not mixing it per se. I'm like doing sound design. It's all the same thing. Mixing, sound design, composition, mastering. When you do it all yourself, it all kind of blends it together. It becomes the same thing. But this song is like so sound design heavy and kind of crazy, and I feel like every time I work on it, I completely dramatically change the overall mix, and it just keeps morphing into like a different thing, very separate from what it was before. And ideally, I mean, it's just going to keep doing that, and then it'll just keep morphing into other things that are just slightly and slightly better. And I assume eventually the morphing will like slow down and it'll stop. It's akin to how mixing is like whack-a-mole. You know, you change one thing and then other things pop up, right? And then so you just keep moving around and just fixing other things, which causes other things to become more obvious issues, and then you just run around. I feel like it's kind of like that experience. I did not mean to click there. It's like that experience here, but like amplified like a fuck ton. I don't know. Unfortunately, this means it's probably gonna take forever for me to finish this song, but I do want to finish it. I do think this is a good song. So yeah. Okay, I think I'm gonna stop streaming. I'm gonna eat some food. Should be good. Yeah, thanks everyone for hanging out and stopping by. I'll try to stream again tomorrow. I might go into the city because I don't know, there's like parties and stuff happening for Bicycle Day, so I don't know. I have no idea what I'm doing, but hopefully I'll stream again tomorrow.